I'm not making this up. I wish I was. I wish I was.
This is like this is the most I like trains plan of things to buy I've ever heard of in my life.
Let's do it, baby.
You didn't answer my question.
I know we're gonna bring that up on the podcast. Let's go. We're recording. Come on.
Okay. Welcome to this podcast. Welcome to May the Zoo be with you, America's at least only half asleep Magic the Gathering podcast, and not because both of us are tired, but because during this episode I will actually be asleep and Louis will be giving takes. I am of course joined by the aforementioned awake man who apparently has work to do, and I have nothing else for that. I'm so tired. It's Louis. You guys know him. You love him. You might not love him. You can hate him, but it's still Louis.
The 1 minute intro. We only got an hour for this podcast because you're so tired.
Shut up.
We're joined by a newly father of two. Yes. You were before a father of one, and a tired dad. Tired dads rejoice for other tired dads. So.
A father of one who is
congratulations, buddy. You had a lot of congratulations in the comment section last week. I'm not sure if you knew that.
Yeah, I tried to jump in there. Thank you so much. Big shout out to everyone. Thank you so much for all the kind words. I appreciate everyone.
Yeah, so Josh is back, Donald's gone, George is nowhere to be found, and Donald's lookalike is also not here this week. So
welcome to the reaction phase.
And there's a new Flesh and Blood set out that we can talk about if we want to, but we're not going to do that.
Neither of us do.
Speaking of that, this episode is sponsored by Shardbugs, which is a trading card game where bugs are sentient and extremely violent, like Josh. Like, this is not cute ladybug energy. These bugs worship cosmic gods like Sol and Luna and Meteor. You build a deck around one of those three avatars, and you basically command a swarm of insects into tactical... Oh, I forgot to play the video. There, now you have a video going. Tactical, turn-based warfare. It's surprisingly strategic, very interactive, and yes, you will be able to overthink your turns. The game's easy to learn, but once you start playing, you're like, oh no, this is actually kind of deep. They've got brand new release out right now with set 2, new chase cards, and even more ways to absolutely ruin your opponent's plans. This isn't just a card game. They have an awesome universe that has a comic book, organized play, and a lot of stuff planned for the near future. Maybe, I don't know, let's speculate real quick, Josh. They're going to do a video game? I don't know.
Pinball machine.
Pinball machine. Shardbug pinball machine. Pinball.
Completely not inside baseball. Total speculation.
I mean... if you like original TCGs, weird lore, and games that feel great at the kitchen table and competitively, check out Shardbugs. You can find them at shardbugstcg.com. Go embrace the bug war. I kind of like this is only the beginning better than go embrace the bug war, but
I is it their first set?
No, that was the quote from their first set.
That's way better. That's really good. I like that.
This is only the beginning. Yeah, that's good stuff.
I take it by you not answering my question and then going into the ad read. They did not like my ad read. They were not.
Listen, your ad read. They wanted me to do the ad read. I think is what it was. They didn't say anything. They didn't say anything about the ad read. They said this was great. We like it. It was good. They were happy with it.
I thought I brought a lot of energy to that ad read. I really sharded as much as I could.
Yeah. You've always had great shards.
Yeah, we've stayed together in a couple of hotels. That's the best I've ever done.
All right, Ninja Turtles Commander deck. Were you able to take a look at the Commander deck?
I did not look at the Commander deck, but I have built Commander deck thoughts that we actually talked about during a 5-minute phone call.
We did?
Yeah.
You and me?
Yeah, I was on my way from dropping kid number 1 off.
I don't remember this.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Miracle baby.
Yeah.
Not IBF baby.
Oh, wait. Way back when?
No.
All right. I don't know what we're talking about right now. Okay. So
let's go.
They released the full Commander deck. And it's pretty good. There's a City of Brass reprint.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Yep, City of Brass, and the dual lands, not the not dual lands, but the dual lands that are they enter tapped with cycling. And there was something else that I thought was pretty good.
I'm looking at it now.
Oh, Undergrowth Stadium and Spire Garden. There was 2 of those. So Undergrowth,
That's what. Yeah.
yeah, pretty
Wait a
good.
minute.
And then
That's huge.
get this 43 unique cards. Yeah.
Not bad.
That's kind of like what we always want in a commander deck. Lots of unique
Yes.
cards and good lands. And this is a 5-color deck because it's the turtles, right? It is 5-color, right? Not just 4. Yeah. It's the turtle, all 4 of the turtles. And so good mana base in a 5-color deck. This is what everybody wanted for the sliver deck that we didn't get. But I put the cards into TCG Player, and then I did I removed the cards that aren't listed. And it's $250 per deck. Now hold on.
Hold on,
Boo Boo. Hold on, Boo Boo. I know
Hold
you're
on,
getting.
Boo-Boo.
I know the comment section is getting real excited, typing in TCG Player, going to buy out that stuff. A lot of those cards are like $10 to $20 cards that are new, unique cards that could be 50 cents in 2 weeks.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So 20, 40, 50, 75, 95, 105, $135 at least of that value is cards like that. But there's also great reprints. Vigor is a $14 reprint. You've got what else we got? City of Brass, I think it's like $20 or something like that. City of Brass, yeah, $20.
Yeah,
Maybe
there's
20.
an Assassin's Trophy in here that used to be expensive, but it's probably what now?
Yeah, I think that's been
couple bucks?
that's been in a couple community decks. Spire
Yeah.
Garden was 15. There's some value in the reprint equity of this deck for sure.
Which is good. The mana base not being super suck is huge. That's you love to see that. You're gonna print a 5-color deck and make it completely non-functional. You're not gonna have a fan in me, but at least you get something. I love this.
Yeah. So the legendary creatures, the one that's like the face one is Heroes in a Half Shell.
Yep.
And that's the 5/5 for 5 vigilance, menace, trample, haste. Whenever one or more mutants, ninjas, and or turtles you control deal combat to damage player, you put a 1/1 counter on each of those creatures and draw a card. Pretty good ability, not gonna lie. But then the other ones all have partner character select. You can have 2 commanders if they both have this ability. So they're taking the partner ability, but they're adding that phrase character select. To make it like a character selection screen. And so that's kind of cool.
Well, they're doing it so that they don't have to play test these and
With other partners.
with everything with partner. Didn't they do this with partner before? Partner with like someone else?
Yeah, it used to be in Battle Bond. I think it specified the partner.
Well, that's Friends Forever. So I thought Friends Forever was, and that was the one in the deck where it specified the specific character, unless they did a partner commander or it was like partner with this commander. Maybe I can't think of it off the top of my head, but I thought they've done like Doctor Who was like partner with or like companion with another doctor or something.
Yeah. So I don't know.
Doctor's companion.
Doctor's companion. I didn't play any of the Doctor Who decks. Doctor Who was. I was like, why is this magically? I'm not a big fan of like the
I was worried things changed while I was gone, so that works out. This is great.
The universes beyond that are like real life things are confusing to me, like my brain. I just can't comprehend. Like when it's Doctor Who and it's like an actual actor, I'm like, huh, this is like when with the Post Malone card, I'm like, this is not like when it's an actor, like a real physical, it looks like a picture rather than artwork. Like Ninja Turtles, I also don't want Ninja Turtles in my Magic, but at least it's like a high fantasy type thing.
Yes, we've had the discussion ad nauseum. If it's not high fantasy, you don't want it in your Magic the Gathering.
Yeah. I don't want it in my Magic the Gathering, period, for the record. But
if it was up to you, Magic would make one set a year.
We saw a pretty big increase in sales today on the commander decks.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Particularly value of the deck going from going from about $53 to $60 already, and I would anticipate by the end of the weekend it's a $70 deck. We'll see.
So one of the unsung heroes here with the one commander deck is at least you have a lot of unique cards and you have one place to get them, which, you know, the price of this deck might go up, but let's pretend you want these cards to be able to not only play the deck but add to your pool of potential cards to play another commander decks, right? You buy it one time. You're not fishing in booster boxes. You're getting what you're getting. You're essentially buying the set, right?
Yeah.
For that reason. So that's, you know, a negative to a positive, I guess.
Yeah. I think when I saw the commander list, I was like, oh, the commander deck's gonna do well. I think one of the problems with this particular set is it's only one commander, so the reprint equity is going to be a little bit interesting. People who crack commander decks, the cards are now all within one, and you're getting 4 times the amount. That being said, supply wasn't, you know, it wasn't it wasn't the normal supply deck wise. Like we got less displays than normal, like we would have for Lorwyn or especially a set that's, you know, main set with 4 or 5 commander decks. But I do anticipate singles will collapse a little bit quicker as it's only one deck as opposed to 4. But
Right.
my thing that I thought of was all these commander cards, all these unique commander cards, 43 unique cards, right?
Mhm.
And the
42?
reprints. I thought it was 43, but
You got
whatever.
it. You were probably right.
Um, all these cards will, I assume, see special versions and exciting versions in the collector box. So as far as the deck goes, that's great. But I was just excited that we're not just seeing, you know, like for Spider-Man, we didn't have a commander set. So the collector box was only cards from the main set. And
Right.
that doesn't really add a ton of excitement and value to it. So I think from a product perspective, it's a good thing, and it's going to do well for, it's going to do much better for the set than Spider-Man did.
Yeah, this is I've never been an advocate for not having a commander subset. It's when there's a commander subset, it's the same size as the main set, it's everywhere, and the cards in the main set are also designed for commander. It
Right.
feels like, well, you just butchered this release. This feels like, you know, this somewhere in the middle. It's probably in the lower end because it's only one commander deck of what I would like to see as far as commander card releases. But I mean, I don't know the numbers off the top of my head. When we got Lorwyn eclipsed and we got, you know, all the commander decks, was there 42 new, you know, brand new to commander cards, commander only, or was there less? Like that would be an interesting thought exercise to go down the rabbit hole of. We didn't prep for this at all, so neither of us have
Yeah,
that
I don't
figure.
know.
But I don't know where 42 lies in the, or 43 or 42 lie in the average number of brand new commander cards we get.
Where did they put that in this thing? Did they put that in?
You on a podcast just told me, and I blindly trusted you.
Yeah. Well, shout out to Discord member Hypooxical in our Discord server for telling me there was 43 new unique cards. So
Don't our Discord server. I got my own Discord server. We got
my
our own
Discord
army
server.
over there.
My Discord. He's a gold wizard. Shout out to the gold wizards. The true no, I can say it. I can
right.
say it. Screw it. I'll say it. The true sponsors of the podcast. Shardbugs, we love you. Another free Shardbugs plug here. Shardbugstcg.com to make up.
Unless Shardbucks doesn't love me, apparently. Apparently something with my energetic intro went wrong.
Hey, the Shardbug sponsorship benefits you a lot more than the Gold Wizards sponsorship does. That's for sure.
I don't think either benefit me right
Yeah,
now.
they do. You're part of the show. What do you mean? You hold on. Come on. You can't. You are part of the Shardbug sponsorship. You chose to
am.
take your boxes.
Well, no. You chose to do things for me as a friend. I chose that this is a moment to give back. I am learning now that's a mistake.
You don't throw that on my face on the
Never
podcast.
never give back to Louis because he calls you out. Just take from him. That's what I'm learning. No, it was a wonderful opportunity because you've been such a great friend and helped
Oh
me
my
so much.
gosh.
I don't want to say nice things about you anymore. Give me another terrible take so I can say something mean.
My I don't remember where we were going with this. I was going to look into the pizza box unique. Oh, we were going to look at Lorwyn unique cards.
So you're looking at Lorwyn unique cards. I will say this feels weird looking at it now because I thought this was billed as any of the turtles can be your commander, but that is clearly not the case. There's 2 commander options, Heroes in a Half Shell and Leonardo the Balance. Those are the commanders that can be the commander of this deck. Is that right?
Pause. 10 new to Magic cards in each one of the Lorwyn commander decks.
So 40. So this is right on rate.
20. There's only 2
that's
decks.
right. Oh, this is above. Well, this would be right on rate if Wizards of the Coast did commander correctly.
Sure. Yeah. Now, Lorwyn Eclipse produced significantly more new to commander cards probably than Turtles in whole, because the set was, like a regular larger set. But anyway,
I thought I don't think Turtles is a small set. I think Turtles is a
small set, but it's only 193 cards, which is smaller than Lorwyn. I think it's 273.
Okay.
But don't quote me on that either.
What was Spider-Man, like 123, 124?
Yeah, it was
122. Oh, looking back on that, man, that number, we were spot on. That number was like, wow, that's shocking.
Lorwyn Eclipse was 351 main set cards.
But that includes variations?
No, 417 cards, including the variations.
Okay.
So
this is significantly smaller. So Lorwyn Eclipse confirmed better commander set than Turtles. Got it.
Ninja Turtles is approximately 190 cards.
Dang. So these Universes Beyond sets, that's a deep dive to do. What was Final Fantasy? Are all Universes Beyond sets just small?
Yeah. I mean, I think they're just churning out so many sets they can't. You only make so many unique Magic cards. You only have so many designers, and
they didn't seem to have a problem in Lorwyn. Like,
that's fair. I think AI over the next 3 or 4 years is going to really, really change the rate of which they can create new cards.
I think you're lying to yourself if you don't acknowledge it as already.
Yeah. But I think, like, do you think Wizards internally, don't you think we would have a leak that internally they have some sort of like database that's generating card ideas? Like,
no, I don't think we have that far.
Yeah. I think we will go
a database or an agent or anything that's generating fresh cards. Maybe to some level for like super high level playtesting for sets 3 years down the road. I think AI tools are aiding the people responsible for generating cards so that their job is way more efficient. They're cranking out more cards than they ever have before.
Yeah. I'm saying that in the next 3 or 4 years, you will see them create an AI agent that they can upload the Magic the Gathering database and say, create a Ninja Turtles type set with 23 unique mechanics, and that will happen. And that will unfortunately greatly increase the speed of which they can produce Magic sets. I can't hear you. Did you mute yourself? It's funny. It's great content. Try talking louder. There you go.
Can hear me.
Got you. Sorry for the technical issues, everybody. We are back. What'd you do?
This is the same Focusrite box and microphone that I had since I started the channel. Might be time.
You should have gotten a solid state Logic SSL 2+.
None of all of us are professional content creators. Some of us do this on the side.
I have an extra one if you want it.
You're the worst. I just want to take back all of the positive things I've said. All of them at once.
I'm sorry. I was giving you a free $300.
No, I don't need you. I got my own gold wizard. I got the channel member program that are getting insights into what it's like selling cards on TCG Player without a store as just an idiot in their basement.
There you go.
Don't buy Fab. It goes poorly.
We'll never reprint again.
My next video is my first really big mistake. It's not good.
I don't remember what we're talking about, but I think we're ready to move on to the next Magic topic anyway. Ninja Turtles sales, I think, are pretty low across the board for a lot of people. But
This is where, so hold on. Data transparency is a big topic in Magic the Gathering this week because MTGO, and I didn't pitch this to you at all, but it just goes into what you're talking about. Data transparency in Magic the Gathering, they're MTGO is no longer going to display every deck list for major events. They're going to cut it to either top 8, top 16, or top 32 based on the level of the event. Everyone is crying, this is Wizards of the Coast completely destroying competitive Magic. That take doesn't make any sense to me. I don't understand that at all. What I do understand is the lack of data transparency in a world where we have all these AI tools is extremely intentional. And TCG Player and their hiding, the number of sales or not displaying it properly or not giving access to, other tools that want to get that data, holding API keys, etc. It's an intentional move, but it doesn't help a community of people trying to buy trading card products because you don't really have a feel for what's going on. You don't have a feel for success, failures, interest, etc. on these various products other than calling a game store, and those game stores are going to have biases.
Yeah.
And for that reason, I would love to see how this stacks up to Lorewood Eclipse, especially something like Spider-Man, because we would have an idea of where good in-universe Magic the Gathering sits on the secondary market to a wide audience against universes beyond that people don't necessarily love. And this is just a problem, in my opinion. We're going to speculate that this set's bad, right? We speculated that Avatar's okay. And then we're going to get a press release from Wizards of the Coast saying, it's the third best-selling set ever, guys. And we're going to have to go, we trust you, bro. There's nothing that we can do or any comparison or any even small sample size that we, the fans, can look at and validate those claims. And it's wildly frustrating.
Yeah, I mean, I think saying there's nothing we can go is a little bit, I know it's our podcast and we're always hyperbolic, but it's a little bit over the top even for us. We know based on distro allocations from reputable sellers that this set is very, very small allocation wise and numbers wise compared to Lorwyn. It's somewhere in the realm of like a third to a half or even less for most stores in terms of getting number of product. And so I don't think Wizards can for Final Fantasy, if you remember, everybody got lots and lots of Final Fantasy. It wasn't
there was a moment of concern from some stores.
Yeah, it wasn't a supply issue. It was a demand driven thing. The demand for this is, I think this will be a much lower pre-release for almost every store for Lorwyn or compared to Lorwyn.
I don't disagree with you, but unless you're me or someone with a broken brain like me or a viewer of this podcast, you don't really know that your store got a third as much Lorwyn or turtles as they got Lorwyn. You don't know that. You see the boxes on the shelf, they sell through at a rate, you see them online and you see a price.
Yeah, that's right.
That's my point is that's inside baseball, man. We don't have that information for regular Magic fans. And it used to be a place you'd go and just be like, oh wow, that's a really big number of boxes sold. It must be popular. You could at least discern that small amount of information.
You're talking about the TCG player aggregating data on average is wrong. Is that what you're highlighting?
Yeah, and mostly intentionally, I would assume, because that's not,
It's
hey,
not
how many sales do I have today? Some display. It's
Yeah.
it's not a, you want to talk about AI agents, that's 3.5 seconds of work.
Yeah, it would be, I mean, I agree.
Well, and even the pricing history, right? Some of the pricing history that's being displayed isn't necessarily accurate. And when I was collecting a ton of data, you realize that these things aren't stamped the same, right? And maybe that's because they're eliminating super high sales because of sketchiness. You bought this at 1,000 and the regular box is 500. The sale never gets canceled. It goes through. It's worth being recorded, right? Things like that. So
yeah, I mean, I wish it was better too. There's a lot of things on TCG Player that I wish was better.
I'm just talking data as a whole in our space in this time. We the players could make a lot of powerful tools to help guide us in an insane situation. and that data is largely being kept from us intentionally, and that's not going to help our ability to make smart purchases in the future.
Yeah. I'm sorry they did that to you, buddy.
I don't care about the application's been dead and gone for some time. I care about the fact that the information to the consumer is harder to come by.
Yeah.
Like, as a consumer, as you should be as informed as possible.
Yeah.
And that bugs me when you can't be.
I agree.
Because I don't have a store. I'm just a loser in his basement, Louis.
Yeah. Well,
I don't have a $300 microphone thing.
My gosh. All right, let's move on to, we talked about this a little bit last week, but I wanted to talk about with you too. The 2025 highlights came out for Hasbro's earnings call. Hasbro revenue increased 14% because of 45% growth in Wizards of the Coast, and all the other things. Consumer products declined 4%, entertainment declined 4%. Magic the Gathering went up 59% year to year. So Wizards of the Coast only grew 45%. Magic grew 59%. You had a take here.
Is it just that time of the year again where we mention how Magic carries Wizards of the Coast? Because and then eventually when it's successful enough, also Hasbro somehow.
Yeah. Is it just that Hasbro's just doing nothing?
No.
Like, what, they have Nerf guns. What else do you want them to do with Nerf guns? They made those little Nerf guns with the balls. That was kind of cool.
They made the machine gun, the automatic firing Nerf guns.
Yeah, those are cool. But like, what do you want to do? Like a Nerf gun? I don't know. There's only how many Nerf guns can you have in this world before it becomes like littering? There's just too many Nerf guns. Yeah, I mean, like,
I don't know, man. How many Magic the Gathering cards you got in your basement?
I think I own like 12 Nerf guns. I don't think I've ever purchased a Nerf gun. Just people just give them to people. It's like one of those things, you know?
Nerf guns are great. Shout out Min-Max Games. Shoot me with a Nerf gun every time I come in there, and they bought high-powered ones, and it hurts a little bit.
They shoot you with a Nerf gun every time you walk in?
Yeah, it's like adult Nerf guns. It hurts a little bit.
I gotta start that. That's a great way to...
Dude, it's great. It's pretty fun. I kind of want to buy my own and just like see if I can hold Peter hostage.
Oh yeah, like
So there's something here that I wanted to bring up about the earnings call and these after the percentages, because it puts it into perspective. We need to give, let's do your favorite thing. Let's give Chris Cox credit.
Okay.
That's your favorite thing. He took this over and set out with a vision. Do you remember his vision?
Mm-mm.
The cocktail party?
Oh, the cocktail party. Yeah.
You don't remember
that Magic would be a recognizable brand at a cocktail party.
Yes. And for all intents and purposes, he has moved Magic a great distance in that direction. More people right now know what Magic the Gathering is than ever before.
100%. Yeah.
So whether we agree with his methods, which I think we've both been on record, we largely disagree. He kind of told us what he was going to do, and he did it.
Yeah, we talked about this on the podcast. I think when we initially talked about that, like, you're gonna lose the depth of your customer. I think we even said that way back when. It's like, and it's come true now. Like, the deepest Magic the Gathering fans are the ones that are hurt the most and are the ones that are the least happy with this whole thing, because for them it's like when I always get criticized about this, but it's like when you have a favorite band and you're the only one who knows about that band, and you listen to that album, their first album, their sophomore album, you listen to that album like crazy and you love it and it means a ton to you, and then they blow up and everybody and their grandma's like, oh, let's listen to whatever, and you're like, I've been listening to them since before they were cool.
You're the worst fan of things ever. Like, when someone else enjoys something you enjoy, you're like, that's lame now.
Yeah, I don't want to do it.
What? You just hate Friends?
Oh man.
The question is, you lost the depth of Magic player, but if you had 3 Magic fans that were in the Mariana Trench, and now you've got none, nobody's willing to go down in that bad boy. But you got 500 Magic fans that are at the depth of the wreckage of the Titanic.
Right.
preferably not in a carbon fiber sub in some
This is
other
this
device.
is a wild. This is a fever dream of an analogy, by the way.
If you've got like what is better for Magic the Gathering, because people seem to be in deep enough. Organized play and in-store play is even up
Yeah.
on the year, and that's largely because of pre-releases and people coming out.
I think largely it's probably going to be good for Magic. I think the big question is how long term are those fans? And we've talked about this too, right? Like
Yeah.
your people who came in with Spider-Man, the 13 people who came in with Spider-Man, are they going to continue to come in and be a part of Ninja Turtles? Your Final Fantasy people, I mean, like, are you really going to see them buying Lorwyn Commander decks? I think for a lot of people, the answer is yes. Like, there's a lot of that, and I
Sure.
think that it's been pretty successful. And so
Good Magic sets are going to be sticky. I think you'll see a lot of that with Final Fantasy, Avatar, apparently. Lord of the Rings, I think, was a wonderful
Hobbit.
on-ramp to people in Magic the Gathering.
Did you see that they are reprinting Lord of the Rings Commander decks?
I heard that they were reprinting Lord of the Rings Commander decks.
Yeah. Kind of big deal. I wish it would do Warhammer.
The
Warhammer Commander decks.
Oh, that's right. The first Universes Beyond Commander deck. Was that the first Universes Beyond sealed product? Warhammer Commander decks?
Yeah, I think so.
Because I know the first instance of Universes Beyond, wasn't it like it was the Walking Dead Rick Steadfast Leader?
Yeah.
That was the first ever.
It wasn't
but
even
the
called
first,
Universes Beyond.
no,
Yeah,
it wasn't.
it was just the
Are the,
universe within Walking Dead, I guess.
so the Warhammer Commander decks say Universes Beyond on them.
Yeah.
I never realized that.
That's the first Universes Beyond product.
Yeah, that's crazy. Huh. We should have known all along.
I think it's impossible to say that the Universes Beyond change hasn't worked out well for Hasbro. I think like you can't say that because there are facts that show that it's not true. That being said, the facts are also a little bit misleading because the cost and the price of a lot of that stuff also went up significantly. And so it's
Oh,
not
yeah.
it's not necessarily like if you look to like 2025 compared to 2020 and the revenue generated by Hasbro, uh like it's not necessarily that they just sold more boxes and that it was a more successful selling set. The prices of the boxes are astronomically higher, especially you look at collector. I mean, I was wiring today for TMNT, and I was comparing the number of boxes we are getting to the number of Pokemon boxes we're getting to like a supplemental set, and I was like, this is ridiculous how much more expensive Magic the Gathering is compared to Pokemon at a distribution world.
Because there's use for your cards. It's crazy.
I mean, whatever. Like it is Wizards of the Coast is this is a good this is a Louis take right here. Wizards of the Coast is the most greedy TCG company that will ever exist. Other than MetaZoo.
It's just a terrible take.
Why? Who's more greedy? Who's been more greedy than Wizards of the Coast?
It's just terrible. That's crazy.
Who's been more greedy than Wizards of the Coast?
I just don't get it.
Why?
I just don't get it. Like, they're a company, they increase their profits and they increase revenue. And I think they swing the things too far, and then it eventually swings back on them like it always does. Like, we're in a run, and guess what? It's gonna swing back on them. And then we're gonna be like, they're so greedy. They print so many boxes and nobody buys them. It's like,
I want you to counter the take. Who is more greedy than Wizards of the Coast?
oh, I think the Pokemon trading card game is way more greedy.
Why?
You have because all you're doing is chasing a high. That's pack opening is all gambling. Magic is more than gambling. Pokemon does nothing to address that. They do absolutely nothing to address that. And then when their prices spike and they work in cahoots with things like your PSA conspiracy
They
take.
did not work in cahoots with PSA.
So that's where the conspiracy ends.
I promise you, Pokemon
It's a conspiracy that goes somewhat of the way to the top.
Zero connection to Pokemon.
Okay, so it's a conspiracy that goes like close to the top, but then stops.
Your take is getting wilder by the second.
I That's what this podcast is, and that's what you do. I don't understand it. I just don't get it. Like, I don't agree with Wizards of the Coast and a lot of their decisions. You can't just say Magic as a community has just grown immensely. It's insane.
I
The
agree.
amount of people playing Magic is wild.
I agree.
They're
I agree with
producing
that.
a ton of product, and it would be greedy if they're producing all this product and we're leaving it alone and not touching it.
So
Everyone's buying everything.
I think that's a fair statement. And I also think you can look at like the cost to entry is also lower than it has been in the past because you don't have to buy a booster box for the cost of entry. Like the cost of entry now is a commander deck, which is $60. Like that's a whole nother avenue. But when you look at like the amount of times that Wizards of the Coast has increased the box price, like and not added anything, sometimes taken away packs, sometimes not done any amount of like increase. When Pokemon raised their prices in 2023 at the beginning of Scarlet and Violet, they added a pack into the ETBs to make up for raising the price. That like they literally made it better when they raised the price. They also increased the amount of foils from
They
one
also could
foil per.
just print more boxes so that people don't have to pay $300 for an ETB. They own their own printers. They just don't.
Well, they should. I agree.
But they
But they
don't
don't.
because they like the money.
Well, they're
They
not
can
getting more money out of that, Josh. I don't think
You don't think distro is paying Pokemon a higher dollar amount for products that sell that quickly? You think a bad
I mean, like for
bad Pokemon
Pokemon, they
sets,
could just print more boxes and make more money then.
but they don't have to. They can have their cake and eat it too. They can have the hype. They can have the gambling highs and the $15 million Logan Paul free advertising, and then just upcharge distro for less boxes.
Mm. I think they would make more money if they printed more boxes.
I think most TCGs would make
And
more money if they
and
printed more
they
boxes.
would certainly make more money if they rose their prices and decreased the amount of packs. Or if they made
Unless
a.
they spent more money on teams to research and develop the actual gameplay, which they don't have to worry about.
That's fair. That's fair. That's fair. Anyway, we digress. The
Again.
year was very good for Magic, highlighted by, I mean, this was Final Fantasy.
Yeah.
Will we see, this is my question to you, will we see next year be able to increase again for Wizards of the Coast, or is Final Fantasy a peak and it's going to be very hard to overcome?
I peak is tough because that makes it sound like we hit here and now we're here, but I don't think we're going to see that, and I think we're going to enter an era where Wizards of the Coast has to chase some of those numbers and those percentages, and they're going to be largely unobtainable, at least for the most part. And we, the community, and mostly stores, are going to suffer from those decisions that have to be made. That seems to be right around the corner. We've never seen crazy highs like this and companies boasting record profits, not followed by maybe being at an all-time high all the time is not sustainable, right?
Right.
That's not going to happen, and nothing's going to grow forever. So no,
And
I don't.
that's industry wide for the record. That's not just Wizards. That's industry wide.
They did claim. I think they said something on the earnings call that they already have inked the deal that will produce the Magic set that will be bigger than Final Fantasy. They made a claim or something like that, and I actually heard that on another podcast. So I didn't hear that on the earnings call. So if that's
What was that podcast speculating that was?
I didn't listen that far.
All right, let's speculate what that is.
Is it? It's just got to be Pokemon, right? If Pokemon and Magic did a crossover,
that's the one.
You take the two greediest companies and you just make one set.
Oh man. I mean, it's gotta be, the problem is it's what, Pokemon, something Disney, which Disney seems to be largely not wanting to work with. Like we had all the Spider-Man issues with the Disney thing,
right?
They also have Lorcana already, so like
Star Wars is back on the map, but Star Wars has never been more
oh my god, if they make a Star Wars Magic the Gathering, I have a Star Wars Magic the Gathering cube that is It's a fan-made Magic the Gathering set that's Star Wars. It's from, like, 2010. It's, like,
That's pretty cool.
stupid old. Uh,
Yeah,
that is cool. It was, like,
that's
Universes
fun.
Beyond before Universes Beyond was a
Yeah.
thing. But it was okay. Hold on, boo boo. It was okay because it wasn't a real Magic the Gathering thing. It was just a fun way to play draft by yourself in a cube. It was
If a community member does it and sells it to everyone, it's
it was
fine, but when
yeah,
Wizard does it and
yeah.
sells it to everyone, it's a problem.
That thing is so much fun. It's called Star Wars: The Gathering, and
Good name too.
the mechanics are so cool. You can there's an Anakin Skywalker card, and when it dies, it flips over and turns into Darth Vader. It's so
That's cool.
dude, it's so cool.
People used to do that. I had a buddy that would lived in our area where I was playing high school Magic, and he made a Star Wars deck, and each of the like the legends in the deck represented like a Star Wars character. Like I think Dak and Blackblade, there was a signed one represented like Darth Vader and stuff. So he had this whole theme. So people used to do that.
I'm dropping you the Star Wars: The Gathering so you can see it.
Please do.
It is so freaking cool. Let me see if I can find the one that was it's oh my gosh, there's so many images.
It's all broken.
What do you mean it's broken?
Oh, there we go. I've seen the back of these cards before.
I may have brought a Star Wars: The Gathering deck with me. Where's
Can you buy this
the
somewhere?
you can pay to have it printed. Um,
I want it to feel like a Magic the Gathering deck, though, and printed really well.
no, it is. It's like printed like the really high quality proxies that are printed now.
Is it a commander deck? Is it
No, it's a full on set that's
cube?
meant to be. All
Oh,
right, here's the Anakin Skywalker. It's a legendary Sith Lord. I'm pasting it for you. The
okay.
legendary Sith Lord, and it has
God, the art is cool too.
yeah. Whenever
How did the Star Wars trading card game do it worse
yeah,
than
no
these
kidding.
fans just did?
Whenever another creature dies, put a 1/1 counter on Anakin. Sacrifice another creature. Target creature gets -1 until end of the turn. Activate as a sorcery. If Anakin would die, regenerate and transform him. He comes back as Darth Vader as a 4/4 with menace and lifelink. Whenever it attacks, creatures defending player controls get -1 and end of turn for each 1/1 counter on Darth Vader.
How do you get 1/1 counters on Darth Vader?
I assume I don't know Magic rules well enough, but I think the way we played it is that when you put the -1 counters onto
Oh,
Anakin,
okay.
they stay on Darth
It's
Vader, right?
it's not the new you're right. All the new stuff, when it dies, exile it and return it. This is if it would die.
Yeah,
I think
it gets
regenerate.
regenerate. So
Now I gotta go through weird old Magic rules. Yeah, okay, that makes sense.
yeah, because this came out in like I think it
Yeah,
was 2020. I mean, the
yeah,
website
'cause
is
now when everything
ancient.
dies, it's exile it and return it.
I don't know if there's there's no way for me to know how old this thing is, but
Is there a year on the bottom of it?
no, I just looked.
For non-commercial purposes only. Bottom right corner.
And their links are broken, but those are the factions are the different, so I have this in a cube. When we get together next time, I'm bringing it and we are
This is
playing Star Wars together because it is
this
so much fun.
this is dope. Wait, if hold on. Additional abilities. If I'm on the main page, additional is a link and you click it and look what comes up.
I don't know.
Oh my gosh, go to this right now.
Coming soon, Lord of the Rings.
They got beat. Wizards of the Coast beat them to their own game.
I mean, Star Wars is a possibility. That game is dead. The Star Wars TCG is so dead.
Game's dead.
And the
Game.
license, I mean, I think they said that they had 9 sets planned. So I
Yeah,
assume
but
that's what the license was. So they may have not renewed the license. 'Cause you
oh
gotta
my god.
what?
There's a preordain in here that's just got Yoda on it. I just want to play this as my
Yeah.
base preordain. Like, there's real magic cards in here.
Yeah.
What is happening?
Yeah, it is so much fun. It is like a blast to play. And it's old school Magic, so the power level is pretty low. Um, but uh, I think Star Wars is like on the docket. That's got to be the bigger IP. I mean,
But it just feels like Star Wars has never been in a worse spot. From like an IP standpoint and a trading card game standpoint.
Yeah.
It's like when you think Star Wars, all right, I think about the IP and the story. Not going well. Okay, what about collectibles? Trading card game. Also really bad.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't think that you can make a Star Wars Magic the Gathering set that would not be successful. I don't think
in here.
huh?
I'm
Like
just
I maybe I'm just biased. Maybe this is just the one Universes Beyond thing that I would enjoy. And
it's not high fantasy.
let me tell you, I am not a fan of the new Star Wars stuff. I hate the new Star Wars movies. Like I am a original trilogy, and then I've started to like I will watch the prequels, but like I'm not a fan of the prequels. I'm an original trilogy guy. I own the despecialized editions on Blu-ray that are like the original theatrical release without all the things that he added in there and stuff. I think Star Wars would be such a huge success. I still don't want it in my Magic, but but if they're gonna put crappy stuff in Magic, make it Star Wars.
It's even using land frames from around the time. What was this original Zendikar era? Like around that time?
Yeah.
Where the land frames were looking like this? I don't care. I'm just gonna look at this the whole rest of the time. This is not good that you sent me this.
I know. Anyway, yeah, I think that's gotta be what it is. Pokemon would be great. That's my biggest speculation. Can you
If
imagine it?
Pokemon and Magic make a Magic the Gathering set, so you get to enjoy your gambling addiction as well as play
I'm telling
with
you
the
right.
cards.
I'm telling you right now. You wanna bring in more fans, more Magic the Gathering players. You know how many people come into our store to buy Pokemon packs, and then they look at a Magic the Gathering set and they're like, "Oh, that's really cool. That artwork looks really cool. That set looks really cool, but I've never played before. But I'm not gonna. But I don't have time to play." They have an excuse. And I mean, we do a lot of Magic stuff, but I bet you we have 5 to 7 customers that are Pokemon for every one customer that's Magic.
So here's the question. Magic makes a Pokemon set.
Mm-hmm.
Pokemon fans go in there, gamble it up, scalp it up, buy it up, and then once they're done and they're sitting in their fever dream of their $700 booster box with their $3.50 worth of cards, they're like, oh, they're like, what do I do with this? And they build a deck and play. Have you just created only Magic fans out? They're like, wait, do something with these? Like now they're only
Yeah.
Magic fans. They can do something with them.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. That would be you couldn't print the Wizards couldn't print enough boxes for that. There's not a number. There's just not a number.
Nobody could. Nobody could print
Dude,
enough boxes.
you know what would be crazy?
If they both printed it.
We are in full-fledged speculation mode here. Okay.
If that wasn't clear.
Full-fledged speculation mode. Magic the Gathering Pokemon starting in 2028 tentpole sets. A Magic the Gathering Pokemon set every year. That is why Pokemon started the printing facility, the new big printing facility, because the deal is that the Pokemon printing facility is going to facilitate the printing of the Magic the Gathering Pokemon cards.
Can we print the cards like Magic cards though and not like Pokemon cards?
What do you mean?
Like you use the same paper and the same printing method so it feels like a Magic card? Can we do that?
Yeah, I mean it already feels like a Magic card. Pokemon cards feel very, very similar to Magic cards. This is a wild I just brought up the most wild take in the world and you responded with like a not take at all.
Pokemon cards don't feel like Magic cards. They feel like Pokemon cards.
Yeah, they feel about the same.
They're closer than indie TCGs.
Yes.
Yes.
I mean,
Pokemon and Magic are both the gold standard in card feels. I prefer the Magic card feel.
They don't feel like Flesh and Blood cards.
I forgot, dude. I forgot. Oh God.
Speaking of Pokemon, Ascended Heroes came out. There's like 4 boxes. Good luck, everybody.
Is this the one that's broken up into pieces?
Yeah, this is the one the ETB's release on Friday.
Okay.
But it's like specialty sets are stupid. They should print a booster box for every set. And on top of that, if you're gonna do specialty sets, make them small sets. instead of these massive sets with 63 special illustration rares that are all impossible to pull. It's like Prismatic Evolutions all over again. It's going to be a absolute bloodbath. It's arguably a better Prismatic Evolutions.
That doesn't, to be fair, that's also not a Pokemon specific argument. When Magic goes and makes their supplementary product and their March of the Machine Aftermath, or their little Assassin's Creed like DLC sets,
Yeah.
they like always suck.
Yeah.
They're never Spider-Man. They're just never good.
So here's the problem. The set doesn't suck. The set is incredible. The cards are incredible. It's got some of the like
what do you mean? Does that mean they're expensive?
The artwork, the cards, people want the cards. That's what I mean by that.
Okay, gotcha.
They're iconic Pokemon, Dragonite, Gengar, Pikachu, cool. All of the Pokemon that people want in really, really cool artwork. But the illustration, the special illustration rares, there's so many of them in a small product where you don't have booster boxes.
I just hate when there's no booster box.
So like you got Mega Gengar, Mega Dragonite, Pikachu, Mewtwo, Feraligatr, Zoroark, like all these really good special illustration rares. But you just don't have the product to get it.
Why is Pikachu always any Pikachu card is just so cute?
Dude, there's our Pikachu section in our singles catalog is so annoying because somebody orders a Pikachu and we have 300 Pikachus and you have to look for like the Pikachu that's number 27 on the pull sheet. Like, it's so annoying.
Well, for a while, a lot of those cards had the same card number because the card number would match their Pokemon number, wouldn't it? So it was like, it's Pikachu number 27. Great. So are 42 of them.
I forgot one of the Pokemon. Mega Charizard Y. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's not a bunch of bad cards, like you're saying.
Mega Charizard Y? What does Y mean?
There's a Mega Charizard X and a Mega Charizard Y. I don't know what the difference is because I am a boomer. I'm assuming it's from the XY era.
Sure.
Because X and Y.
That makes sense.
But I was in college meeting my wife and not touching Pokemon cards. So I was.
How did we get here?
I don't know.
It is always frustrating to see like Lorcana was always so easy to buy my daughter because there's gameplay attached to it and like people were playing and there was like a path to see that you can play Pokemon and that's totally fine. And we joke a lot, but Pokemon's a valid game system. Is it the best game system, the most in-depth or complex? No, but neither is Lorcana. It's a valid game system. People can play it. But when it's hyped like this, it's just so disheartening to be like, yeah, I'm gonna pay $150 for this ETB and she's gonna get nothing. And then also, if she does play it, she's got no one to play with as she grows up anyway. So it's like, what?
She'll have tons of people to collect with, though. You know how many kids come into the shop and they've got cards that they've been trading, and they always have fake cards because they trade cards at school, and
that's got to be a concern. That's got to be
bad. It is bad. It's the worst part of the job is telling like a 10-year-old kid, "Hey, your cards are all fake." Like sometimes it's like they bring in a binder and there's 100 cards and like 3 of them are real. I mean, like they're all Amazon.
That's gotta be sad. I bet there have been times that you've hooked those kids up though.
Oh, we always hook them up. Yeah. If it's like so if a kid comes in and trades some cards and they have like 1 or 2 cards, I'll replace cards 1 for 1 and I'll give them some. They're not expensive cards, but like we'll give them some cards that look cool Dragon, Dragonite V that looks cool, make them happy.
Not an XY, but a V.
Yeah, no, I mean,
okay,
yeah, we hook them up, nice. And then at trade night, the kids get. I mean, it's those kids walk away with probably $50 of free stuff just from people giving them stuff throughout the trade night. It's crazy.
Yeah,
not us, but just like the other customers.
No, that to the community's credit, it's cool like that because most of that stuff it's so dominated by adults and it's so top end heavy. It does create a lot of what we would consider, chaff that kids can value, become connected to, and actually use and like and fall in love with. Like that's meaningful. That's cool.
Speaking of chaff, Logan Paul sold a $16 million Illustrator Pikachu card this week.
Yeah.
Let's talk about it. A couple things. This was way more than a card sale.
It was money laundering.
Maybe. Yeah, there could be that. Did you watch any of the event?
Yeah.
So he auctioned off $1.5 million worth of Pokemon booster pack breaks. And so it was like a base set box that you could buy the packs for. And the packs went for crazy amounts of money, like way higher than a regular base first edition pack should sell for. But the thing was, you got to plug whatever you wanted to plug on the thousands and thousands. I think there was like, my number in my head is 50,000 people viewing. I don't know if it was it was at least that. I know that. But you got to plug your website or your whatever to be in this big hyped thing. And so there was a value add there to the packs for people to like get advertising in their sale. But then the guy who bought this card, he allegedly paid $16 million. And he's doing a treasure hunt. Him and his brother are doing a treasure hunt, and they're going to buy the Declaration of Independence. They're going to buy, this is the first thing that they're buying. And they're buying the Declaration of Independence, which apparently Golden is auctioning. Apparently, I don't know. The Declaration of Independence is not just owned by the United States. I thought as a taxpayer, I own that. I hope we get a kickback.
But from my understanding, we don't utilize the Constitution anymore either. So let's sell that bad boy.
Who owns the Declaration?
You're just making this up because I'm sleepy.
No, I'm not. That's what he said. He said he was going to buy the Declaration of Independence. I don't know. That's what he said on the thing. So maybe he's making it up. And then there was something. Oh, a dinosaur fossil. Some sort of T-Rex fossil that he wants to do.
Okay. All right.
I'm not making this up. I wish I was.
This is like this is the most I like trains plan of things to buy I've ever heard of in my life. This is what is happening.
Anthony Scaramucci. Let's go.
You don't know this guy?
No. Well, how would I know him?
Because you claim to love Pokemon.
Yeah. The son of former White House Communications Director Anthony Scaramucci declared his intention to buy the Declaration of Independence as part of a planetary treasure hunt following his record-breaking $16.5 million.
He's the son of what?
He's the CEO of Solari Capital, and according to the AI overview, he's
a legitimate company. It's got capital in the name. Go on.
Yeah, Anthony Scaramucci is the former White House Communications Director. It's his son.
I miss when you didn't get you got rich in politics. You got kickbacks, things were under the table, but it wasn't like F you in your face. It wasn't, hey, my son's gonna buy a $16 million Pokemon card, Rich. Like, it was like, wow, that house is a little too nice for a senator, don't you think?
He said, I'm on a planetary treasure hunt right now. I'm on a quest to buy a T-Rex dinosaur fossil. That's on my list. I'm going to buy the Declaration of Independence. Then he looked at the Golden auction guy, Ken Golden, and said, I think I'm buying that from you, right? And Ken Golden was like, yeah. He was like, yeah, of course you are. Like, Ken Golden he was like the biggest, like, he just kept shilling himself. It was so funny. Like, Logan Paul on the stream would like comment about it. He's like, there goes Ken shilling his stuff again. And then he said, I'm going to buy the Declaration of Independence. I'm not stopping there. This is only the beginning.
Now, how cool would it be
to own the Declaration of Independence?
No. If someone sold him the Declaration of Independence, but it was a fake, it was a proxy. They proxied the Declaration of Independence and sold it to him. And on the back, it was a Magic the Gathering card. Just
It says something about this guy's ability to market that I can't find the website that he promoted on the thing.
oh my gosh. I hate it here.
Yeah, it's pretty wild. It's pretty wild, dude.
I hate it here. I listen, every time you think you're like, all right, family's growing, career's okay, got some paternity leave, and I'm tired, but my head's above water, my family's warm and fed, I'm doing pretty well. Then someone kicks you in the DICK with I'm buying the Declaration of Independence. Like, well, I guess I could be doing better. Like,
Let's talk real quick about what does this mean for Pokemon in the market. This is either
the Declaration of Independence part or the
no the sale. This is the highest sale of a collectible ever.
yeah.
This is either the Pico top of the Pokemon market, like the absolute home run top, and we should all be selling all of our Pokemon cards right now.
Yeah.
Or another side of this is that the amount of attention that this has brought onto the collecting Pokemon card hobby is wild. I mean, this was world news. I mean, it was on USA Today. It was all over the place in terms of marketing and free advertising, as you would call it, for Pokemon. Like this brought in,
As I would call it.
yeah, you've called it twice on the podcast for
And you don't agree with that.
Oh, I agree. It's definitely yeah.
Okay, so as we would call it.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna call you out because
Well, as we would call it then.
but it's all over the place on the internet, and like it's going to have certainly short-term effects that are positive for the Pokemon world. Like more people saw this and will come into the Pokemon world. But I think like if there was a top single for the Pokemon market, I'm not sure how much louder it can get than like what happened here.
So hold on. I want to unpack just what you said for a second. You think more people saw that and thought, yeah, I'm getting into Pokemon now.
Yeah. I think when you see when a parent sees a Pokemon card sell for $16 million and Kevin O'Leary is talking about collectible investments on a investment
For sports cards, yeah.
no, but he brought up the sale. I watched it the other day. Like when that kind of stuff is happening, it certainly will bring eyeballs to Pokemon is a viable. It's not just like a flash in the pan type thing. Like my parents still call Pokemon. My parents still say, "Are you sure Pokemon's not just a flash in the pan? Are you sure you want to build a business around, you know, blah 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 blah?" Like there's still that level of conversation. I think stuff like this brings a lot of different views to people who are outside of the hobby.
I don't know if I agree with that, but I see it is, as we discussed, free advertising.
Yeah.
Now it's free advertising for this one card that we made, 18 of or whatever, and the one that's incorrectly graded and scammily bought by the world's biggest internet scammer that's now sold through the world's biggest internet shill. Like, yeah, it makes money. I don't think that's sustainable. That model doesn't strike me as overwhelmingly positive or sustainable. It also doesn't strike me as overwhelmingly positive or sustainable when the entry point for that is go down to your local game store, try to buy a box, get 10 packs for $150. Like
Right. Yeah, that's fair.
that doesn't strike me as something like we talk about Magic and we talk about the scummy and shady things Magic that happen in Magic all the time. You can still go down and get a commander deck for $50.
Right.
Like you're still going to sit down and play Magic. I don't know that this is overwhelmingly positive for growing the community. I think it's overwhelmingly positive for the top end of the Pokemon market. I think there's going to be a lot of people that say, if that's worth this, then this is probably worth. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
There's going to be a lot of that happening.
For vintage, it definitely will.
Yeah, and something needed to move vintage. I guess I should ask you: has vintage moved because of this?
Not,
It
not
should
nec-
have.
I mean, this has been a thing for a couple of weeks now, and
Right.
vintage is on an absolute tear for Pokemon right now. But
What's
like
an original? Like, was it? Let's the gold standard first edition Charizard, right?
You use a first edition Charizard. You can use a Crystal Charizard.
What's a Crystal Charizard? What the hell is that?
Crystal Charizard is from Expedition. Like if you go to price charting, Crystal Charizard. I'll send you a link.
Okay, thank you.
This website's not like the greatest at displaying things, but like stuff like that. I mean, it's all up.
Okay.
Like Crystal's Charizard sales last year for like a BGS 9.5 were like $17,000, and 2 of them sold for $35,000 in the last.
Like, yeah, it's a lot of people looking at the top end, going, if this, then that.
Yeah. But like you know how it is. The question is like, does it bring lower end people into it? Probably not. Like lower end collectors, I don't know that this does anything positive for them. But I think it does like bring external people into the Pokemon world. Somebody who doesn't have any, like my dad sent me the article with Kevin, or the video with Kevin O'Leary. You mean like it does something for that side of the hobby, the people who are externals. That's my point.
Yeah, I think that falls, at least in my opinion, falls under the free advertising moniker, right? Like it's you've got some free advertising and that's great, but I don't know, man. It's hard for me to be like, this is good for the hobby. And maybe
I wanted to be said. I'm not saying that I think it's good for the hobby.
I think it would be good for the hobby if we were in, what was it, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, where Pokemon boxes were $90 and stores couldn't make a dime, and that made the water level rise to $120 to $140 a box, and people were interested again. That would be overwhelmingly positive.
Yeah. Is there something that happened though, for sure?
Oh, it happened. No, okay. You don't have any conspiracy theories about this.
What do you mean?
This is just a good natural sale between honest business people helping the hobby, just helping out, just good honest sale.
I would say it's helping the hobby.
No, but is it a good honest sale? What's the conspiracy here?
Do you think?
Give me some substance.
I think that Golden is a large enough company that like this was a real sale. I don't know what's going on the back end with these people. Like who's buying a $16 million Pokemon card? I don't know those guys. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
Logan Paul's going to start appearing on all his brands and stuff. It's also an appearance fee, and
in the whole behind the scenes of the fractionalized. I think when the problem with a card like this is you either buy it for yourself because you have millions of dollars to spare. And I don't know the guy who bought it. I assume he must have millions of dollars to spare. Or you buy it to fractionalize it, to sell it to a bunch of people who can't afford it but want to be able to say they can afford it. I do not think that the world is ready for fractionalized collectibles like this.
I don't think fractionalized collectibles make sense to me.
Right, because when you have the reason you own a collectible is because it's fun to hold in your hand and to own and to look at and to put on a wall. That's why that's why people own collectibles.
Because you like it. You like having it.
Right. Like, so owning a fraction of that is like, I don't know, it's a little silly. And you also have you have no actual
control
over it, right? As proven with the first time people thought they were owning this thing, and they didn't.
Right, that's what I'm saying. It's you get enough people that own a fraction of this, they all get together and say, "Hey, sell it." 51% of plebs who own it all band together and GameStop you and force you to sell it, and you just say no. That's not real fractional ownership. That's just it's an interest-free loan. Like,
maybe someday somebody could develop something that's around that, but
I don't. I think that's a really dangerous space to be in.
I agree.
That's a really.
You will not see me touching that.
No, I'm out on all of that. I'm out on most ownership that isn't actual ownership. I don't have payment plans on my cars when I buy them. I buy a lesser car, so I don't have to have the bank. I don't like that the bank owns my house.
Right. All right, that's the podcast, everybody. I don't know if you know this. Josh, you can do the ad read this time.
No, they don't like it when I do the ad read. I learned today.
All right, let's do it this way. This was you can't pull it up on Discord. Don't cheat. This is why we did the end of it last week. Ready?
Wait, what? I've done this once.
This episode is sponsored by who, Josh?
Shard bugs, dude.
Which is a trading card game where bugs are what, Josh?
Evil and mean.
Nope,
and powerful.
Nope, they're sentient and extremely violent. Come on, Josh. Like
Okay, sentient and violent.
This is not ladybug cute energy. These bugs worship what, Josh?
Cosmic gods.
Good job. In Shard Bugs, you build a deck around one of the 3 avatars. Josh, tell me one of them.
No clue.
Soul, Luna, or Meteor. You should.
Oh wait, no, I did know Soul and Luna.
Yeah,
wait, I knew Soul and Luna.
You should have gotten that. And you basically command a swarm of insects into tactical turn-based warfare. It's surprisingly strategic, very interactive, and yes, you will what, Josh?
You'll overthink your turns, dude. 100% of the time.
Good job. The game's easy to learn, but once you start playing, you'll be like, no, this is kind of
deep. It's got a lot of depth.
Good job. They've got a brand new release right now. What set is it, Josh?
I'd set 2, right?
Good job. Set 2 with new bugs, new chase cards, and more ways to absolutely ruin your opponent's plans. This is not just a card game either. What are there, Josh?
An ongoing, not open universe, an ongoing something universe.
Comic books. The correct answer, there's comic books. I didn't need you to
comic universe. It's a comic universe, right? It's an entire IP. I have to know this, man. I'm so sleep deprived. This is so cruel to do to me right now.
There's also organized play, which you're a big fan of, and a lot more stuff planned for the near future that we are speculating is
pinball machines. I would rock a Shardbugs pinball machine. I've seen some of the art now. I think the pinball machine would slap.
If you like original TCGs, weird lore, or games that feel great to use at the what?
Kitchen table?
Kitchen table, good job. Or competitively, check out Shardbugs. You can find them where, Josh?
ShardbugsTCG.com?
Yep. Go embrace the bug war or the beginning. All right, everyone. Thank you for watching. Go subscribe to Josh's channel. We're at Hometown TCG. Make sure you hit the like button. Subscribe here. You all rock. We appreciate you. Remember, kind of be the people around you, and may the be with you.
And also with you.